Well, good morning. It is Tuesday, May the 19th, 2021, day 49 of our crowdfunding campaign. And you know what? I cannot believe that I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm still going. Look, you know what I'm trying to do? I'm making a sci-fi movie called Of Infinite Worlds. And it's a fantastic movie, very, very exciting. And it's something I spent last couple of years doing, mainly in lockdown, and one of the ways we're doing it, we're funding it by selling merchandising, well, partly, as much as we can, and you know, the cunning plan was if we could sell 20,000 of these lovely souvenir mugs that says I back the new movie of Infinite Worlds by buying a mug, if we could sell 20,000 of these, that would fund the entire production. That would bring in the 250 grand that we need to get the thing done. So if you want to be part of the movie, if you want to help, just buy a mug. I mean, 20 quid, yes, a lot of money for a mug, but it's a bit more than just a mug. It's you're buying into something and helping to create something amazing that's going to give loads of people work, as well as make a great movie at the end of it. Anyway, today I wanted to talk to you a little bit, you know, I'm trying to think of things to tell you. What am I going to say today? And so I'm trying to sort of keep with what's fairly relevant of what's going on in my life at the moment. And I mean, you know, I kind of touched on this before, but Of Infinite Worlds is kind of growing because we've been in lockdown for so long. It's growing and it's growing. And I've kind of written the main film of Infinite Worlds, but I've also written a prequel and I've got a sequel in mind. So it's actually becoming a trilogy, much to my amazement. And just in January this year, on the first lockdown, I knuckled down and I wrote the first one. And at the moment it's called From Infinite Worlds, and the second one's called Of Infinite Worlds. So, and you know, the second one is the one that's kind of ready to go, that I've done all the development on. But it's all coming together. It's come together really well, actually. And you know, we're getting a nice little package. In the last few days, I've just really been polishing and tweaking and rewriting and just trying to make them both as good as I can and make sure that the story is very consistent. Because there's one particular character arc, which is actually the villain, that sort of works through all three stories. And you know, it's funny, I got an email yesterday from this youngster. I don't know if he was that young, but anyway, for somebody, sorry if you're not that young. Anyway, I got an email from this chap and he just said, how can I direct a feature film? And I was thinking about that. Well, actually, you know, for me, there's never ever been a set path. You know, you do this and then you will get a feature film. And I spent a long time waiting, you know, for the man to write me the check so I could go away and make a feature film. And I kind of realised, you know, in my 40s really, that there isn't, that man's not out there that's going to write you the check. You're so talented, go away and write a feature film. I was go away and direct a feature film. That doesn't really happen. I mean, obviously it does happen occasionally. People get really, really lucky, but it's never happened for me. And so I would say to anybody that wants to make a feature film, obviously make short films, learn to direct, learn the skill of directing, learn about the line of action and, you know, what side of the line you can shoot on and what side you can't shoot on when you're shooting various scenes, and learn about, you know, creating a wide shot to establish a scene and going in for close-ups, and then also the importance of editing and how you can mix things up and completely change the tone of a scene via editing. That's all the technical stuff. I'd learned that. But if you want to make a feature film, I would say to you the secret is to write a script. I know that's easy. Write a script, but try and think of something that you can, where you know you can get a hold of actors. You've got locations you know you can use. You can do it in, you know, maybe in your house, or maybe in someone's house, or maybe someone's got a farm. Maybe you know of an old disused warehouse. Write a story based on those kind of locations. And you know, I went on this course back in, oh my god, it was a rain dance course. It was probably like 1990, 1991. And it was by Dove S. Simmons, who's still out there kind of waving the flag for indie film. And he said, you want to make a movie? American. He said, you want to make a movie? He said, you get 5 kids, you stick them in a house, you chop them up one by one. And then you follow the last one right until the end. And I mean, that's kind of ridiculous. But the idea is you stick some people in a haunted house, or with a murderer, or with an alien or something, and you kill them off one by one. Now, the other thing I would say is I read a great book when I was 22 called Writing Screenplays That Sell by Michael Haig. And this is a great book. It's an old book now, and there are lots of other great books out there now, but I would really recommend this one because it really affected me. Writing Screenplays That Sell. The thing about it is it tells you about all the layout and how to format it and everything, but it gives you all that how to create characters, how to give them arcs, how to make a story interesting, and and also how to get it to a Hollywood reader, so someone in Hollywood could read it and potentially fund your film or buy it off you or whatever. Who knows? So that's a really, really good book. The other book, which I would highly recommend, is The Hero's Journey. That's the one that George Lucas, he took the original one. I forgot what it's called off the top of my head, but it was rewritten a few years ago, published by Michael Wissey. The Hero's Journey is a fantastic story. It's all about archetypes, about characters, about how to get the emotion and the power and the whole journey of the hero and the emotional journey that he goes on, which is all based on Greek mythology and stuff. A fantastic, fantastic book. So if you have The Hero's Journey and writing screenplays that sell, there's no stopping you. And write your screenplay, go out and make your movie. Anyway, that's me banging on enough for today. Have a lovely day, guys. Remember, please buy a mug. We need to sell 20,000 of these suckers. We're working towards 200. And if we could hit 200, that would be amazing. I think we only need to sell like 15, 16 mugs and we'll hit 200. So please buy a mug. Do chip in. We're going to do this. Okay, we're going to get these movies made. They're going to be fantastic. Anyway, guys, have a lovely day. And I'll see you tomorrow.